Like and share the video to get some free pairs of bread slippers. Hey guys, what is up? This is Sinister Kato back again with another video, and today we are going to discuss to what if Deku was born with a quirk. So let's get right into the video. So if you guys are wondering, what is Deku's quirk gonna be? Well, the most obvious one he'll have is the mixture of his parents' quirks, which will be pyrokinesis. His dad can breathe fire, while his mother have a weak telekinesis power. So if you add them up, it will be pyrokinesis. Also his hair would be red, by the way, just like Endeavor's. So let's get right into the story. It all started when Bakugo actually manifested his quirk. All eyes were on him. Everyone thought his quirk was very flashy and strong, that he'll be a great hero one day. Meanwhile, Deku was still rumored to be a late bloomer or worse, quirkless. Weeks passed by and Deku and Bakugo were walking home from school. They were talking about what Deku's quirk will be about. "Wow, you're so lucky, Kachan. Your quirk is so amazing," said Deku. "I hope I get mine soon." Bakugo replied with, "Whatever, Deku. Any power you end up with, you'll never beat me." Then someone older bumped into them. "Watch where you're going, you nerd," one of them said. Bakugo wasn't having any of this and put an explosion on the guy's face. Deku quickly went and hid, knowing he can't do anything. Bakugo smiled and said that this will be easy for him. Minutes passed and Bakugo was getting tired. Deku couldn't believe this and tried to protect him. He jumped in and told the older kids to go away. The older kids laughed and Bakugo told Deku to run away. Deku said that he will save him no matter what, and before the bullies were about to hit Deku, he screamed as loud as he could. Instead of words coming out, flames came out. The bullies were stunned and pushed away. They all looked at Deku and ran away while shouting he was a monster. Bakugo looked at Deku thinking what just happened. Deku smiled and said that he just manifested his quirk. It was just like his dad. Bakugo was somehow envious of this and proceeded to walk home with Deku. Days had passed by and Deku was taken to a quirk doctor. The doctor congratulated Deku and said that his quirk was quite strong. The doctor then asked for Ainko's quirk and her husband. When she explained that she can pull little objects towards her and her husband can breathe fire, the doctor quickly smiled. "Madam, your son's quirk is a mixture between yours and your husband's. We'll call this pyrokinesis or hellfire, just like the number 2 hero Endeavor." Deku looked at the doctor and asked what his quirk can do. The doctor replied with, "Young man, your quirk is that you can produce fire and manipulate them. Even if they are not yours, you can also absorb heat and use it to amplify your fire, which is astounding." Ainko then asked if Deku is immune to fire, which she wants to know because she doesn't want him hurting himself. The doctor told her that Deku will have a high tolerance to fire, but not fully immune to it. "Young man, you can be a great hero one day. Don't waste such an opportunity like this," smiled the doctor. Deku then smiled and head home with his mother. The next day, Deku went to school and decided to show off his newly discovered powers. He tried breathing fire, which shocked the whole class. Rather than Bakugo getting all the attention, Deku is now getting them. Yet again, Bakugo felt envious of Deku. Months has passed and Deku decided to learn some mixed martial arts to help him with his fighting skills. To his surprise, this also helped him to make his quirk more efficient. Right now, he is more stronger than Bakugo. Due to him having a quirk, Deku is also more smarter and will be keen to work harder and improve his skills. He will eventually love Endeavor better than All Might because they have a very similar quirk. He will also learn techniques and copy them from comic books or Endeavor's moves. So 10 years has, and Deku is now 14. He was in a better shape than he was in the anime. He was very popular too. Deku and Bakugo also have a rivalry going on, but still managed to contain their friendship. So let's keep going. An old bald man walked inside a room, holding a stack of exam papers, and told everyone that they did good in their tests, but threw the papers into the air because he knew everyone will just go to the hero course. Everyone cheered and activated their quirk, except for both Bakugo and Deku. Bakugo smiled and said, "Teach. Don't mix us with these bunch of reject. Unlike them, Deku and I will enter UA and become great heroes." Everyone shouted at him for calling them reject and also for wanting to go to UA. "Ah, Izuku. You're attending UA too. I guess I will cheer for you," said the teacher. Bakugo and Deku in this timeline were both the strongest in their class, or in fact the whole school. Both kids were gifted with amazing quirks, but people prefer Deku because he is not cocky and his quirk is similar to Endeavor. So at the end of the day, Bakugo invited Deku to walk with him because they are best friends in this timeline, but Deku refused since he wants to get home early. Bakugo agreed and let him go. So while walking home, Deku decided to take a shortcut and went under a bridge. Little did he know, a sludge monster was there waiting to ambush him. "Nice body, young man. Mind me taking it for a while?" laughed the sludge monster. Deku replied with, "I don't think so, old man. Try and come get me." The sludge villain tried to attack Deku but failed. Deku used the martial arts he learned during the past years and hit the guy's critical part, which was his eyes. So this means that Deku defeated the sludge monster without using his quirk. All Might was just watching this and was smiling the whole time on how Deku handled the situation and thought that he might be a great inheritor for his One for All. All Might then came down and landed in front of Deku saying, "Never fear because I'm here." Deku quickly fanboyed him and said, "All Might, is that really you? Can you sign my book?" To his surprise, the book was somehow already signed but scratched that. All Might looked at Deku and congratulated him on how he handled the situation. "Young man, what you did was astonishing. You defeated that guy without using your quirk." All Might said, "It's nothing. I didn't want to fully destroy him using my quirk," joked Deku. "What is your quirk anyway, young man?" asked All Might. With pride, Deku said, "My quirk is pyrokinesis. This means I can produce fire and manipulate them, just like Endeavor's." All Might thought to himself, this kid is very gifted. Not only his skills are comparable to a pro hero, his quirk is amazing. So minutes passed, All Might and Deku finished cleaning up the sludge and trapped it on a soda bottle. Unfortunately, All Might had to go. "Sorry, young man, but I have to go. I hope I see you very soon," All Might said. And so he jumped away and flew. Little did he know that Deku grabbed his legs. "Hey, what are you? Let go of my leg, child," All Might exclaimed. "But sir, if I let go now, I can die," replied Deku, holding for his dear life. "Oh yes. My bad," laughed All Might. A few seconds later, they both landed on a building not knowing the sludge villain was accidentally dropped. All Might looked at Deku and told him what he did was very dangerous and that he doesn't want a great person to be gone just like that. Deku smiled for a moment, and what happened next shocked him. All Might deflated to his skinny form, which was small All Might. Deku screamed and said that the All Might he met was a fake all along. "Ah. Who are you? Where's All Might? Were you an imposter?" asked Deku. "No, I'm the All Might you just met," coughed All Might. "My time limit probably ran out." The whole scenario just went on just like in the anime. All Might telling Deku about the incident from going against someone that gave him a life-threatening injury. Deku quickly understand and asked All Might if he could still be a hero. "All Might, do you think I can become a hero with my quirk?" asked Deku. "Obviously, young man. In my opinion, you are better than most pro heroes this world can offer," All Might replied. "But your quirk is a bit dangerous. If you can control the temperature of your fire and not harm your surroundings, then definitely you can be a great hero." Deku smiled back. The words of All Might inspired him to become someone great. When both of them were about to go their separate ways, an explosion occurred from a nearby area. All Might thought that a pro hero can take care of this themselves. He then realized the bottle of sludge villain he had accidentally fell. Deku was so pumped up by what just happened and thought to himself that he will indeed try harder. When he heard the explosion, he quickly remembered that the bottle was accidentally dropped because of him, and now the villain is on loose. Since it was his responsibility, he went to go and check it out. Minutes later, when Deku arrived, he was appalled by what happened. He saw the chaos that was made. He made his way through the crowds, and what he saw next shocked him the most. His childhood friend, Bakugo, was taken as hostage by the villain. Deku looked around, seeing that the pro heroes were doing nothing. He was angered by this. They were just watching his friend slowly dying away. His legs then moved by itself and ran towards the villain. He made a small fireball and threw it to get the guy's attention. He then quickly said to let Bakugo go. "You again? Go away, you little pest," said the sludge villain. "Let my friend go, or I will kill you this time," commanded Deku. The sludge villain used Bakugo's explosion, making more destruction. Luckily, Deku can control fire or absorb heat, which he did next. Deku absorbed all the heat on the air, causing the fire nearby to go out. The sludge villain was freaked out by this. He didn't like what was happening, so for one more time, he used Bakugo's explosion on Deku and the citizens behind him. "I won't let you hurt anyone," shouted Deku as the sludge villain about to do an explosion. Deku then saw the look of crying for help on Bakugo's eyes. This made Deku go plus ultra. He absorbed more heat that he could handle, then release all of them at once, hitting the sludge monster. Deku produced a large amount of fire, hitting the sludge monster and missing Bakugo. As Deku continued, his flames became stronger and turned blue. Everyone watching this was shocked, and the sludge villain slowly boiling. Deku then put exploding fire on his feet to go and grab Bakugo. As he did, All Might was there watching and smiling. Deku controlling the temperature of his fire and not harming the people behind him. Unfortunately, the sludge villain wasn't out yet. Once last time the villain grew larger and tried to go and hit both Bakugo and Deku. All Might was inspired by Deku's courageous act and went plus ultra. He buffed up to Big Might and jumped towards the villain. He then grabbed both Bakugo and Deku and said, "Nice job, young hero. But I'll take it from here now." All Might then blocked the sludge villain and punched it. The punch was so hard that not only did it clear the fire nearby, he also made a large wind pressure that caused terrain. Everyone cheered for him. The pro heroes were shocked on what just happened. Deku went to Bakugo and asked if he was okay. All Might then told Deku that what he did was amazing compared to what the pro heroes did. This way, Deku wasn't scolded for being reckless, but was praised for having a really strong quirk. Bakugo was also praised, but let's get right to the end. Bakugo and Deku walked home together. They both talked about what happened. Then before parting ways, Bakugo looked at Deku and said, "Thank you for what you did there, Deku." "No problems, Kachan. We're in this together," replied Deku. "Well, next time don't save me, because I don't want to pay you back such a big debt," smiled Bakugo. "Okay, Kachan," smiled Deku. Both boys parted ways and went home. On his way home, All Might landed in front of Deku and shouted, "Never fear, because I'm here." He then deflated, but still congratulated Deku and praised him for what a hero he was, and not like the others who were fake and just in it for the money and fame. Deku then smiled. All Might later proceeded to tell him about being the vessel for One for All. Deku asked what it was. All Might explained it to Deku loud and clear. One for All was a quirk passed down to generations of great heroes to protect the world from evil villains. "And you, young Midoriya, shall be the next inheritor," All Might said. "Worthy to inherit your powers?" asked Deku. All Might replied, "Yes. My quirk is One for All, and it was passed down to me by generations to great heroes, like it was a sacred torch, and now I want you to be the next hero of peace." Deku then started crying, hearing the words of All Might. This then becomes the next 10 months of hell for Deku. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. If you like it, Please like and share the video, and feel to subscribe if you want to. Have a great day.